Recording in progress.
Bingo.
Good evening, everybody. Today is Monday the 10th, June 9th, 2024. This is the planning board meeting, and we are going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So we are recording this meeting. As you all know, is it going into cable too?
Yep.
I believe, yeah, so it's going to cable. We don't have anybody here but in the room, but if you come and join us, you state your name, where you're from, and then you can direct to the board. Okay, guys, next is we're gonna reorganize the board. All right? So how do you wanna do it? With a finger?
I nominate Rich Ihacker to be head of the planning board.
I'll second that. I second
I'll
that.
nominate Ed to be the chairman.
Stop it. No. Stop it.
I wanna say what Drew is to do.
You're under the table.
So, Rich for chairman?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
I second that.
So we have two.
All right.
And we have to vote.
So Rich has 2 votes.
Well, we haven't voted yet.
Well, you second.
I seconded it, so you have to do a vote. Roll call. vote.
Okay, so we have a motion.
Did.
Okay.
Sure, Drew
sorry.
did. Drew did
So
the
you have a
motion.
second. I got it. You got a
I
second.
seconded it.
So your
Aye.
vote.
Okay. Yes for Rich Ihacker.
Gotta say your name, roll call.
Drew King, sorry.
Ed Londigan, aye for Rich.
David Dufresne, aye for Rich.
Rich Ihacker, aye. What the hell? I'm outnumbered, apparently.
No,
Yep.
Derek Bellis. No, I don't want you to be the.
You don't?
No, I don't. I want Ed.
Ah, that's
No,
not gonna do it,
thank
though.
you. No.
It would have to
Not
be
right
your
now.
second choice, maybe.
Well, Ed would be my choice for vice chair.
Okay.
Oh, that's
so
right, you gotta do vice chair too, right?
So,
You got a second that?
well, finish up with,
Okay.
so what's your vote?
my vote. Yeah, I'll vote for Rich.
He dragged it
You're
out.
lucky.
Long moment of contemplation, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
So
Okay.
congratulations, sir.
Congratulations,
yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're gonna do.
And I'll make a motion for Ed Longren to be the vice chair.
Any second?
Second,
Okay, so we're gonna have a call roll.
Drew King and Lundgren, aye.
Ed Londigan, me, sure.
David Dufresne, aye for Ed.
Derek Bellis, aye. For
Rich
Ed.
Ihacker, aye.
All right.
Spiffy.
And the clerk.
And the clerk. I make a motion to be.
Drew.
Drew, the clerk.
What is a clerk? I've never known.
You do
that as a
nothing.
clerk.
You do
Okay.
nothing.
It's just a
Sure.
title.
It's an honorary title.
You're the
Okay.
third in line.
Okay,
If Rich is out, and then Ed's out, and then you would be running the meeting.
oh, great.
And then we
Okay.
wouldn't have a quorum anyway.
So don't worry about it.
No, we would, 3 people, that would be
Well,
okay.
3,
Oh,
yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, you can say that.
Hey,
there's
we're-
You
no-
wouldn't have a supermajority.
Yeah.
Right,
Hmm.
okay.
So do you have a second?
Second,
All in favor?
Drew King, aye.
Ed Londigan, aye.
David Dufresne, aye.
Derek Bellis, aye.
Rich Ihacker, aye.
And Drew is our clerk.
Yay.
So we gotta move seats now.
Yep.
Oh. You haven't been anticipating this, have you?
No, that would be wrong.
Do I still go under the table?
Get out of my chair.
This chair,
I do.
really much leave on that chair.
Yes.
Okay.
This is where I started the planning board in this chair, like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Thank you,
As long
sir.
as I don't have to learn how
All
to
of that good stuff right
All
there.
right.
I don't know.
I do need to plug in.
Oh, wow, big boy chair.
2 minutes on this battery and then it dies.
So the floors are very clean, so I can put my helmet on the
2
floor. I
against
don't
4.
mind.
Okay.
I guess I don't really count.
You can?
Sure you do. We'll make you count.
Okay.
Oh, that's way over there. No, it's okay. I got plenty of battery life, so I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're not David no more.
No, I'm not.
Poor Drew, and Ed, we have them living here under very bad conditions, no power, no nothing.
Nothing.
No.
A stiff chair.
Nothing. See? That one's not good. You slide all over the place. But
I
yeah.
can't even slide this one or rotate
No,
it.
you can't. You can't do anything.
Oh, I think this is yours. Pass that to Darren.
Yes, it is.
That's what
I have my
happens,
hands full.
that's what happens when you get demoted.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
You don't get the spiffy chair.
I love it.
Okay, boss, what's up next?
All right, what's up next? Okay, so on the agenda is a public hearing for a special permit for Copart.
I said, this is so cool.
But we already voted on and dealt with the special permit the previous meeting, so that is just off the agenda. All right, number 5, review letter from Level Design Corp. Regarding the Cutler Road solar project. Did everybody have to have a chance? I know that Joyce met with them, Conservation.
There's a plan. Angelitas. Okay, took me a while. This is where, near your,
Mhm.
where you
Yeah.
reside. And they wanna dig that little portion of the road? Is that what it is?
To be honest, it would actually be nice to have them explain what they exactly want to do.
Are they on Zoom?
I don't think so.
No?
No, let me see.
They say they wanna dig 6 inches that section of the road?
Mm.
So it sounds like they're just gonna try this, right? And then if it works, they're gonna come back to us and make it official.
Right, they propose to be temporary construction.
You know, I'm fine with that, as long as, you know, maybe.
This
it's
is
within-
recommended by Level Design, right?
Yeah, that's what they're proposing. I mean, as long as they come back, you know, within a month or so.
And that's basically what it says in the last paragraph.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just to correct the road then?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
And some check dams too. So that area 1, that's
Well,
on
this
the
is-
border, that's where the town line is, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't remember them having problems, so that must be
So
kind of
this
a new
is-
thing. Right?
This is from Nick Fasandola.
Yeah.
But the letter-
I would honestly rather see what our peer reviewer recommends on it.
This is a temporary measure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but they
would-
tend to do things and then it's permanent with them.
Well, I mean, if they want to try this, if they're having an issue, maybe let them try this, it's temporary.
And then if they come in and say, let's make it permanent, then we get our peer reviewer out there and say, hey, you said conservation met with them?
Yeah, I don't know if it was on these areas
Okay.
or more on the blowout that happened, you know,
Okay.
into the wetland, might have been. Because there's some stuff that isn't in jurisdiction for them.
Right.
Yeah, the driveway wouldn't be jurisdiction.
Yeah, way up here, no.
It's way out of there. That's us, but.
This other basin might be, I don't remember now. So we could also do a site visit? Maybe in a couple weeks or something?
You mean let them do it now and then go do a site visit? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
That'd be
okay
all
with
right,
them
too.
trying something.
So,
Yeah, why don't we do that? That's a
look
good
at
idea.
paragraph 2. The developer will be adding stone check dams along the southerly edge of the gravel driveway to slow down the storm water runoff, which is being concentrated at the edge of the gravel driveway on solar array field area. There shouldn't be any runoff to start with.
Well,
I know.
you gotta remember, this, we told them this was gonna happen. and
Yeah.
They didn't wanna listen because,
They're engineers.
they
And
know
thought they
better.
knew better than, yeah. Okay.
So it's running off because it's too steep or something, right? And there's no,
It's just too big, yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, it's just all surface.
it's actually a pretty
Once-
good pitch.
Yeah.
It's expanded, but it's consistent
Yeah,
Yeah.
look,
over
Yeah,
a
okay.
long.
All right.
it's logic. Once you cut all the trees that absorb the water when it rains, where's the water gonna go?
Yeah,
Downhill.
yeah.
And even if you say you're gonna go look at it after a month, if we haven't had any rain, that's not
Yeah.
gonna show anything,
True,
right?
unless we get,
It-
yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, I don't
So
have
we're
a
approving
problem.
this and then scheduling a site visit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think- Yeah,
Couple of weeks, something like that, and see what the weather ends up looking like.
If it's gonna be approved, I would definitely reiterate in the motion that Ed's gonna make to, make sure it's temporary
oh, yeah, it says temporary
Until
measures.
approved, right?
till
Yes.
approved.
Yeah, sure.
We just wanna reiterate that in a motion.
Yeah.
All right, so is everybody all set?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I make a motion that Agilitas be allowed to move ahead with temporary construction measures at these two areas for controlling the runoff.
Second,
All in favor?
Derek Bailey's aye.
David Dufresne, aye?
Ed Longigan, aye?
Drew King, aye.
Rich Hacker, aye. Okay.
Okay.
So how about our next meeting, which is gonna be the, most likely, right?
7 or 8.
The 24th? Well, whatever the next meeting is, bring up a site walk then.
Okay.
So that'll give us some time to put this stuff in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, number 6, review letter from William Cantel, the building inspector, regarding 764 Main Street use, which is the Spencer Automotive building property site.
So since it's the same type of business, he doesn't need a special permit.
Yeah, but digging further into it,
It's not the same.
Well,
it's not gonna be the same.
But this guy was gonna come before us and tell us right? Didn't you?
Well, once we got that letter and he didn't need a special permit, I figured if he was coming to the
No,
last
it-
selectmen's meeting that, no.
It's fine,
So-
because we're gonna have to, Jim's gonna talk to him and
Okay.
figure it out.
Yeah, Bill
Okay.
called him again today. and
Okay.
I don't know if he was gonna come in maybe tomorrow. But I
Okay.
told him that we were having a meeting tonight and I can get him all the applications and everything.
Okay. So,
We are.
Are you on the call, on the Zoom?
We are, yes. Sorry for interrupting, I've never done Zoom.
No, that's fine. Are you John Broussard or somebody else?
John Broussard.
Okay.
Kristen Buzzle is Josh, my business partner. He's on his wife's account.
Oh, got it, okay.
Okay.
All right, so you understand that there's been some confusion around this because Spencer was doing a dealership and selling a lot of cars, and then what you're gonna be doing is different. So I think, we
It
may
actually
have to go through
somewhat
it.
falls under auto salvage.
Yeah, it's a
Because
little
if you're taking
retail,
old
little
vehicles,
salvage.
stripping them down,
Can I slightly
parking 'em.
speak? Again, don't mean to interrupt. Can I explain a little more in depth? I
Yeah,
thought we
please.
kind of clarified the other day.
Yeah.
So we do sell vehicles for one. It's not strictly parts, but yes, we do parts. We don't do anything different than any repair shop or dealership would. Just like any dealership that does sell parts, we do only indoor disassembly and indoor storing. We do not have any outdoor storage, outdoor disassembly. We do not have any form of anything outside. Same activities as a typical repair shop with taking things apart and putting them back together. And we don't have like per se junk and stuff like that. And that's what I kind of clarified, I thought, in the last meeting. And that's kind of where we fall under, I believe, a class 2 license versus a class 3, which is the factor of we do not do outdoor disassembly. We are not a salvage yard. We do sell parts like any dealership, or if you were to go to a Ford dealership, they sell parts, and they do take apart cars under that license. It's just done indoors. There's no outdoor storage of salvage vehicles. There is no outdoor disassembly.
So we did a class 3 license the other day, right?
Class 2.
Class 2.
Class 2
Class
is
two
auto
is auto sales.
of new and used vehicles. Class 3 is for same thing, sale of new and used vehicles, parts, repairs. It's the step up. So they would need a 3. But with that property, there is a ban on junkyards in our town.
Right.
We do not allow junkyards anymore. We do not allow scrap facilities anymore in our town. That was a past bylaw. Or
Yeah, but they're, go ahead,
Sorry.
John.
Again, we do not want a class 3 license, because what we do is not a class 3 license. If you read the licensing, that is outdoor disassembly. We do not look to have vehicles stored outside, parts stored outside, nor disassembled outside. We would be no different than any repair shop working on your car, currently what Spencer's is. I mean, if to be frank and honest, I mean, we've run a tight ship in a very clean facility. The place will be an upgrade to the town, not a downgrade. I mean, we plan to put a lot of money in the building and make it very nice and move fastly on that. We're not looking for a class 3 license. We want a class 2. That's what we already were approved for. And what we do, as far as I know, again, is what they do there now is work on cars, and that's what we plan to do. I don't want a class 3. I don't want salvage, outdoor salvage. That's not what we're looking for.
Will this location be?
Spencer?
As far as what?
What,
Everything.
Gonna
Is it gonna be?
It will be different because of the factor of the reason we want this building is the space. Our company has grown, and we want, like, for example, we have shipping containers in Spencer, in which I don't want that. I want everything indoors under one roof. We've just grown, and that's why the purchase of this building has become. But I don't know if you guys drive by Spencer ever. It's very clean. It's quite frankly a beautiful building. I mean, with glass doors, clean parking lot, no mess, no junk. Like, I don't know if you guys go to Clem's ever and peek across the yard. I mean, it's very organized.
Okay.
I think we be an addition to the town. We want to do events and fundraising and stuff like that. We want to make use of the parking lots across the street. I don't know.
Yeah, no, okay. So,
Okay, so let's assume that we're good with the class two. I think the only other question then was whether there was a special permit required. And Jim was gonna talk to,
You know,
the building inspector about that, because I think actually you do need a special permit, because you're in the village
140.
and, all the uses under the, do you have the zoning bylaws in your middle drawer?
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim Ferrara, Town Administrator.
Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
Okay, I just wanted to let the board know that I did have a chance to speak with Bill Cantel, and he had indicated that he would like to also hear what town council would have to make for, you know, a determination in terms of whether or not a special permit could potentially be required. And, you know, we're going to, I've been already in contact with Jeff Blake, and he had indicated that he will review it. I know back in 1986, we found a special permit in a site plan that was approved for the owner of Spencer's, but across the street over there on another lot. But it was all originally tied together, but it was listed across the street over there on Burbank. And so a determination will have to be made, because under the zoning bylaws, a special permit for automobile sales and repair is required in the village district.
Let's bring up.
So you'll hear from town council soon, Jim? Yes.
So, Mr. Chairman, I'm looking up the difference between class two and class three licensing. And class two does not indicate anything to do with repair or disassembly or anything of motor vehicles. It is, and I'll read it. Class two, a person who principal a business is to buying and selling the secondhand motor vehicles. A person who purchases, displays secondhand motor vehicles for resale in retail transactions, and any other person who displays secondhand motor vehicles not owned by him pursuant to an agreement in which receives compensation, whether solely for displaying the vehicles upon the sale of each vehicle, or otherwise may be granted a used car dealer's license and shall be subject to the following conditions. And it's about bonds and things like that. A class three.
So the class two is to sell used cars, basically?
Yes. A class three license is a person whose principal business is buying of secondhand motor vehicles for the purpose of remodeling, taking apart, or rebuilding, and selling the same of the buying and selling parts of secondhand motor vehicles or tires, and assembling of secondhand motor vehicle parts may be granted a motor vehicle junk license, which is a class three, which we don't allow. Because
Well,
it's a junk license.
we don't disallow a class, we just disallow
A junkyard.
a junkyard, but.
Right.
No, you'll
But he's
be,
not,
Mr. Chairman?
you'll
he's
be.
not doing a junkyard though.
Yeah, Jim.
No, but he still needs a class three to do it.
So, Mr. Chairman,
Yeah, okay.
so I think at the end of the story, he may need to do a special permit to get what he's doing without being a junkyard.
Yeah,
Makes
we would
sense?
just,
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
He's gonna
Yeah.
have to pull a special
Mr.
permit.
Chairman?
Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
So he obtained a class two license for the sale of used motor vehicles. The repair, he would potentially need to get a special permit for a repair of motor vehicles. which would be in section 2 of 3.24. So he could get a repair under a special permit request. Now, originally Bill Cantel was under the impression that it was a like business. I think the board had some questions as to whether or not it was a legitimate like business. And so, after speaking with Bill and suggesting to possibly, getting a determination by town council, which we'll have in a day or so, will indicate whether or not this petitioner will need a special permit.
Okay. The only thing we could do is continue to get more facts.
Yeah, well, we don't have a
We
hearing.
have a hearing yet,
there's
so,
nothing- yeah.
All right.
But continuing the conversation with it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay,
All right. All right, so we wait to hear from Jeff.
yeah, town council.
Yeah, town council, yes.
Mr. Broussard, do you have anything else? Do you understand, I guess, where we're coming from and what we think is needed? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just so your guys's what shows on your website versus state is different, and that's why I was confused between there's not even 4 options via the state. So that's why I was confused, and that's what I was quickly reading. That's why I was silent. So I think there's a slight misconception between what I'm reading from the state versus what you guys state per town, which I always was under the assumption is the state is what confirms the dealer's license. I could be wrong, and I do apologize for that. So, class 1, is that, so 324 under the automotive sales and service, is that a class 1 standing for service station or car wash?
I don't think these correspond to any of these class licenses.
It's just the use of the property according to our zoning bylaws.
Okay, that's what I was, because what we were reading earlier, it was the highlighted section, which I think is what he stated to be what classifies under a class 2 license. Is that what that is? What's highlighted currently? Because that's what was stated, I believe.
No.
No, this would actually be.
I mean, according.
I just confused me because I did not.
Mr. Chairman?
Understand. I apologize. I just got tied up between the 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So just for clarification purposes, there's 2 separate things here. There is a dealer's license, which is either a class 1, a class 2, or a class 3 license. The petitioner applied for a class 2 license and was granted a class 2 license. Now, whether or not there is a need to also obtain a special permit under the zoning regulations is a separate matter. Class 1, 2, and 3 licenses are governed by the state statute. The local authority has over the zoning matter, which is what we may require a special permit depending on the use that is going to be done at that facility.
Yeah.
Thank you for the clarification, Jim.
So,
I appreciate that.
There are 2 different animals, right?
You're gonna get you're getting one license from the state, and then the other is what you can actually do on the parcel that's governed by our bylaws.
Okay, that's what was confusing me. I was just reading what was the highlighted section there, assuming that our class 2 was saying that was 2, and that was my misunderstanding. I do understand it's just a listing them. So I appreciate the clarification on that.
Okay. So I think what's going to be good. So we're going to figure out.
I think it's gonna be a special permit. Let's just assume that that's what we're gonna get. What we want is a really good description of what you're doing with the business at that point as part of the special permit. Because if we grant that to you, that will sort of protect you because we have given you permission to do these things on that land, on that property.
Okay.
So that's
So that's going to be the benefit of the
permit.
special
There will
permit.
be
There will be no question.
of what you can do.
Right.
And if we decide to change these in the future, you'll still have your special permit.
Right.
So it's gonna be a good thing to have. It's
Where
gonna,
now, how would you like this submitted and?
Well, hold on until we get a,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the town attorney will come back and tell us whether a special permit is needed,
And,
and then we can kind of take it from there.
and Jim, we're gonna need to know about site plan approval too,
Okay, yep,
because that might go with it.
absolutely.
So John, the site plan approval is gonna basically, you're gonna wanna come up with drawings that say, here's where we're gonna do stuff, here's where people are gonna park, here's what the property's gonna look like, that sort of thing, if you need site plan.
And there's a whole,
Plan to change the physical outdoor layout of anything, so,
If you do need one,
okay,
we have a whole set of procedures and a checklist to use to help you along in this whole process.
yeah, so you can take a look at the planning board site of the Warren town site.
all right, I appreciate the guidance, thank you.
We try to make it as easy as we can.
I appreciate it, I'm learning a lot trying to do it correctly.
Well, thank you for trying to do it correctly.
Yes, sir.
All right, anybody have anything else? All right, so basically, we'll get our determination and then we'll contact you, I guess, as to the next step.
Okay, sounds good.
Which should be, it won't be long. It'll be pretty quick here. This week, I think we should be able to figure this out.
I appreciate it. We're really like excited to move forward. So,
Yeah, we're excited to have you in town.
all right, well, you
Okay.
guys have a great evening. I appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
All right, comments and concerns?
Nothing, sir?
I
Nothing?
think you guys are doing an awesome job, and I fully support the new board.
I hope that's not a concern.
Yeah, they were that. They were working together.
something,
yeah, no kidding.
Something's going
I'm
on.
impressed.
Yeah, no kidding,
They
yeah.
just
We
took
can
it right
reorganize
over
at any
and
time,
boom.
can't we?
What?
We can reorganize at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No. No.
Just gotta
No,
be-
I'm happy where I'm sitting right now.
We'll see.
Sometimes the burden of being those chairs can be a little,
Yeah, it does, yeah.
you need the support, extra
Comes with the
support in those
territory.
chairs.
Yeah, that's why we get the big chair.
Yeah. All right,
All right, no comments and concerns?
no comments and concerns.
All right. Is this sticky or?
Yes.
Okay.
It's-
So
Okay.
can I get a motion for payroll?
I make a motion, did we pay salary in the amounts of $393.68, $340.48, $340.48, and $340.48.
Second.
All in favor?
Derek Bellis, aye.
David Dufresne, aye?
Ed Longigan, aye.
Richi Hacker, aye.
Drew King, aye.
Okay, I make a motion, we pay, what?
O'Reilly Oakham,
Oh, is that what that is?
yes.
Oh, okay, O'Reilly. It looks like an O'Reilly Investments, all right. O'Reilly, Oakham, and Talbot, I guess it is, in the amounts of $1,264.14 and $389.84.
Second.
All right, is there anyone opposed? I'm gonna say we haven't got any reports from them. Did
From OTO?
you ask for reports?
No, and I.
Or
sent-
did I
I think you sent an email asking,
for reports?
I think you did, and I sent an email about the money part of their peer review, and I.
So
haven't
if
heard
we're not getting reports,
forget it
why are
then.
we sending them checks?
Yeah, I would
Oh,
like
I
to
did-
hold off on
Okay.
these. And
Okay.
can you ask them, you can just say that the
I withdraw
board
the motion.
wants to hold off, thank you, on paying invoices until we get updated reports.
Okay.
And I don't remember, we got a February one maybe?
I don't remember.
But we're due at least one or two. Definitely April, maybe March.
I'll look tomorrow morning.
Okay, all right. So that motion.
Okay, that one's on
We'll kind of
hold.
table this. Just keep this on for next time, Sarah.
Mhm.
And then, oh, these are, okay, so is there a motion for the Turley invoices?
Okay. Yeah, I make a motion, we pay Turley Publications $375.60 and $319.26.
Second,
All in favor?
Derek Bailey's aye.
David Dufresne, aye?
Ed Longigan, aye.
Drew King, aye.
Rich Ihacker, aye. Okay. Minutes, is there a motion to approve minutes?
No, it's the wrong date on there.
Oh, wait, where?
I put the, because it was the old one, it was the April 29th, where it should have been May 13th. So those will have to be next meeting.
Oh, so you didn't even include them in here, huh?
No.
Okay. All right,
Table the minutes?
we'll do minutes next time.
Yeah.
Okay. Our next regularly scheduled meeting would be the 24th. And then we're looking at one on July 1st to deal with the marijuana place. Is that okay? Just to expedite that?
Why don't we just do them all on first?
We could do that. And just skip the 24th?
Because we're probably not gonna have enough on, just on the 24th.
No, we'll have invoices again.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Invoices
We can
and
do all
minutes.
that on the first.
And then
Yeah, it's
maybe
only
we'll
another
have
week.
something from
Yeah.
the auto guys then too,
Right.
right?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So our next meeting is July 1st.
So not the 24th?
Not the 20, we will not be meeting the 24th.
It's official, it's saved in my calendar.
Bingo.
See, the new regime already gives everybody a day off. That's how good we
Telling
are.
you
When is,
now.
when is the new one? July 1st?
I want better pay! July 1st.
I don't think he likes the working conditions.
Apparently not, huh?
Hey,
I
you
want
got
a better
special-
chair, more money,
And that plug to connect your computer?
and a plug.
Oh, now you're really asking.
You gotta get on those selectmen.
Yeah.
Subpar conditions.
I'll drop off an extension cord.
Yeah,
There you go.
Spoken like a true boss.
Yeah, yeah. That's it here.
Here's your compromise, here's extension cord. I'll take it out of your pay.
All right, if that's it, is there a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
second,
All in favor?
Derek Bailey's aye.
David Dufresne.
Ed Longigan, aye.
Drew King, aye.
Rich Ihacker, aye. We are adjourned.